Okay, my name is Peter, and I was in my late 20s when I first started noticing pretty excessive hair loss. I was in my late 20s, it was late 90s, I was finishing up college, and I didn't really know too much about different remedies for that, so I took a very easygoing approach to it. I sort of let it go, I let it progress. Propecia had just come on the market. I wasn't really sure how it would work or if it was the right thing for me. So I looked online and I looked at some other methods, and I noticed quite a lot of patients and testimonials with not very good results, not very natural looking hairlines. So I sort of just forgot about the whole thing and just let nature take its course. One advice I have for folks out there is don't stress over it too much. Just be considerate about all the variety of options you have today that maybe back in the 90s were not really available. I first learned of Dr. Cole's practice about 2005. I was doing research online about new hair procedures. FUE was relatively new to me. I had not heard of it before. I was mostly used to the strip procedures, not really liking the results, and especially the scarring. The FUE was really interesting, and the result that I saw that really made me believe I would come to Dr. Cole's practice was a patient of his name was Wasa. The hairline was natural, it was perfect, and the density, and it looked exactly what I had envisioned for the results to look like if I were to do it myself. So that was 2005. I kept in touch with the practice, and over the years I decided that I would eventually do it. But of course, life happens, and got married. I had 2 kids. I moved away, was busy traveling for work, and next thing you know, over a decade goes by. But at that point, hair loss had progressed so much that there wasn't a lot of off-the-shelf remedies I could do to cover it up, so I definitely knew it was the right time to set up an appointment. And I did that in May of 2015. And Dr. Cole performed a very extensive FUE procedure, about 3,900 grafts in total. I personally took about 10 to 12 days off from work using vacation, which allowed me to heal and not really worry about what I may look like outside. And it was also a really good move because I ensured that I took good care of the grafts and let the scabs heal and fall off. But after that, with a shaved head, it actually looks really nice and natural, and I didn't think anything of it. After that, of course, it's the waiting game. You go through the healing process, and first 3 months you wait to basically get to the what they call the ugly duckling stage. By the 4th month, I noticed already a lot of activity, regrowth in particular. By the 8th month, I would say I was highly impressed on how much growth and density and coverage everywhere there was, and the hairline was looking very natural. With the FUE procedure, you can wear your hair very short because there's no scarring. Take a good look. With the strip procedure, you would have a very noticeable scar and unlikely to wear your hair this short. And I have one story to share. I had not seen my barber in probably 9 to 10 months, and he had known me for 8 or 9 years. And we had a process. When I would go for a haircut, he wouldn't touch the crown. He would just trim a little bit off the sides and the top. I could tell just by his expression that he was curious as how I got all the growth in the back and in the front. And he eventually asked me about what I've been doing for the last 8 or 9 months. So I told him, I showed him some befores and afters, and he couldn't believe the improvement and how natural the hairline looked. It was a very natural look.
So he couldn't tell at all?
He could not tell at all. He wanted to ask the questions. He told me he was taking some over the counters or something, but I told him he was amazed. A few of my colleagues at work who also lose a lot of hair have been very impressed with the results, and I know a couple of them have been considering the same kind of procedure eventually. I always offer them advice, much like other folks have given me, and one of the advice is to not wait too long and get that done while they still have, discretionary income. I probably should have said that.
No, that's all right, that's fine.
Well, that's what it is.
Uh-huh.
When you add the kids in and you get married, you buy a house, and now my kids are in school, just being smart about when you do it so that you don't take on too much of a financial burden. So, yeah. I have a very detailed review on realself.com, and it's been a very good community for men like myself who have gone through hair loss and found treatment. And I found quite a few encouraging reviews based on my results. One of them basically said it looks like after Dr. Cole's FUE procedure, I've gained about 10 to 15 years back of youthfulness, which is probably one of my favorite compliments from someone. For me, again, I have seen some strip procedures that leave people scarred. And when you think about what that does is it doesn't provide you the natural look. It gives you a scar that doesn't go away. And so if you ever thought about carrying your hair short, you have to think about that twice. I have no scars anywhere. It's natural look. And I couldn't be more pleased, and I would recommend Dr. Cole to everyone.